Hello, this is a demo of some work that I've done for Stratis support in Cockpit on the storage page. And this is more about not breaking anything than it is about new features. So there's maybe not a lot of new stuff here to show, but a little bit at least. So we just make a pool as we always do. We encrypt it. Takes a little bit. And here's the pool. And it looks like before, except here in this area where it is about passphrases and key servers. Previously, with Stratis, you could only have one passphrase maximum in a pool plus maximum one key server in the pool. And now with the new version of Stratis and the new API and the new metadata format, you can have multiple passphrases and key servers. And yeah, so we should support it here. The first challenge is how to represent it. If you have multiple passphrases, if you're removing one, you want to remove the right one, but there's nothing to identify them in the UI really except the slot number that they have, which is more like an internal implementation detail. But yeah, we have to get them into some kind of order and identify them. So this is now done here with the slot number. The first one has slot 0. And then we can add one more. First, we have to put in the new one, and then many dialogues have the pool passphrase now because you need an existing passphrase to do any changes here to the encryption tokens. And there's only a passphrase, so we have to put in the single existing passphrase here. Okay, now we have two, one in slot 0, one in slot 1, and we better remember which one is which if that is important, so that we don't remove the wrong one maybe. And with Lux, we have some confirmation. So if you remove something, you have to input one of the other passphrases to prove that you still know how to unlock the pool when you remove this, or you can even disable that and remove anything you want. Yeah, but okay, now we have the challenge to identify the passphrases here. And you can change them or remove them or add more up to a maximum of 15. You can also add key servers, the tang key server. The same thing here, we have to input one of the old passphrases here. But as soon as you have a key server, there's a slight change. So now we have the key server. Key servers are easy to identify. They have a URL, and no two key servers have the same URL, or it doesn't really make sense. So we don't have the identification problem here. But now, for example, if we want to add another passphrase, then this text here changes subtly. It now says, if the key server at blah, blah, blah is not reachable, you can provide an existing passphrase here. So now we are allowed to leave this empty, and we can just input a new passphrase here, and Cockpit and Stratis will use this key server to unlock the pool sufficiently to modify the passphrases. So this can now be left empty. And there's another scenario when there's no passphrase anymore. Then the only way to unlock this pool is this key server. So if you now want to add a new passphrase, Cockpit will tell you that yes, we still need to unlock this thing, and that the key server at this address must be reachable. There's no alternative now. There's no other passphrase to provide to unlock all this. But it is available, we know that, so we can add a passphrase again. Yeah. For some reason, the old code didn't allow key servers to be changed. This is also still here in the new code. I don't think there's any big reason why we did that. I'm not sure, maybe there is. But of course, changing is the same as removing it and then adding a new one, or first adding the new one, then removing the old one. So it's not really critical. With the old metadata format, changing a passphrase is an important operation, because you cannot add a second one and then remove the old one, because there can only be one. So it has to be changed in place. So that's why this operation for old servers, old Stratis, is important. So yeah, this all works also with the old pools. And let's see if I can make one. Oh, there's so much typing. I make it a separate demo about version 1 metadata pools. This is preparation now, takes too long. Okay, thanks a lot.